Okay, hello everybody. I'm very happy to welcome you all here on this second webinar in our logistics series. The first one we did was on DeepL, and as I said in the small service announcement, the recordings are available on our website. So if you want to check out this first webinar, you can also do it there. I am Vincent Touquet. I am Business Development Manager at Photoneo with a focus on logistics and material handling. I'm very excited to have on my side today here Michael. Michael is not only co-founder of Photoneo, but he's also our Director of Artificial Intelligence. Why that is so important, this artificial intelligence and machine learning, you will see later on in our slides. The focus of today's special webinar is, of course, material handling, and more specifically, how you can singulate and sort parcels using our system, which is powered by AI and machine learning. Now, the challenge is basically this. As you can see here, if you want to handle parcel or box flows manually, it can be very challenging. You see here two images where how the parcels basically arrive at your premises, whether you are a postal company or a parcel handling company. You need to handle these unstructured piles of parcels. You need to be able to singulate them, induce them into your conveyor or other system, and you need to be able to sort them. Now, the challenges are basically manifold, but let us concentrate on two of them. First of all, the problem is that flows have been very, very elevated as of lately. I think all of you know that volumes are closer to, let's say, a Christmas flow or Black Friday or Singles Day if you're from China. So the problem is that if you have peaks, if you have irregular basically demand, then at the peak demand you need to add more manual work. Of course, adding this capacity costs. Also, not only in the labor itself, but also, of course, because you need to do active recruiting. So as you can see in the image of one kind of postal company, is that the best periods where you should have as a company the most revenue, they also become the worst because margins are depressed because you need to take in these huge amounts of extra workers. But of course, the financial aspect is not the only one. An important aspect is also that these kind of manual jobs are mostly repetitive and hence can be potentially dangerous to the health of your employees. If you have to sort manually on a continuous basis, it can cause problem in the joints, in your hands, wrists, maybe also lower back problems. It can cause fatigue, low motivation, and of course you don't want, especially in peak seasons or peak moments, for people to go and to put even an extra drain on recruitment. So let's think about how this would work ideally. Ideally, peak or increased flows should not cause any problems. So it should not be necessary to recruit. You should not have any unpredictable increased operating costs. Basically, the whole operation from beginning to end should be more predictable. And adding capacity should mean picking a proven option, plugging it in, and having it run with a predictable capital and operational costs. And talking about adding capacity, I mean, capacity is not needed just for peak seasons, but as you all know, parcel volumes globally have basically been growing at a rate up to 25% a year. So this possibility to plan beforehand and to plan your capital and operational cost is very, very important, I think. Our answer is basically automation using vision-guided robotics and AI. Michael, in a short while, will tell you more about the specifics of the AI and the more technical part of our solution. But basically, what we at Photoneo believe in strongly is that recent developments in vision-guided robotics, and that's including the vision part and the A part, can offer you as customers a significant improvement in average throughput, also an improvement in reliability, and hence the ability to cope with any peak throughput situations. Now, you might ask, okay, but is this already available? Is this future ready here for us? And the answer is very, very easily, yes, this future is already available. At Photoneo, we are very proud to have developed this solution, which uses our in-house superior 3D vision. As you can see in this image, these solutions are without any problem up and running, even using different kinds of robots. So we are very happy to support any kind of robots, any brand of robots. We are basically robot agnostic. So if your company has a preferred supplier, I'm sure there will be a match. You can see all the brands we support on our website. As you can see on these images, we support, because we use this artificial intelligence and machine learning, any kind of material, any kind of shape. We don't need to know the shape of the boxes or the parcels beforehand. And whether it's plastic or cardboard, that's no issue at all. We can handle it with ease. And of course, as I said before, we're robot agnostic. You can choose, if you want a Delta robot, we have it. If you want a robot with even more degrees of freedom, which can be important because of the way you pick the objects, it's there for you. So without further ado, I will give the word now to Michael, who will tell you more about the AI and technical side of our excellent solution. Michael.
Thank you. So hello, everybody. So what you have seen is probably very similar to what you had if you ordered a lot of gifts for Christmas. So the question is how to singulate them. So how does this work? First of all, for good system, we really need good 3D data, because even with the best intelligence, if we would feed garbage in, you probably know that saying garbage in, garbage out. So that's why we are using a very, very good 3D scanner, well, Photoneo scanner. Then, as you probably know, the CNNs, convolutional neural networks, they have made a really, really great progress in past years. So this is what we are using for recognition. I will get to that. And on top of that, we are building on our framework, which we developed over years for really good industrial handling, for working with many brands of robots. So this all we combine into a good, very, very good solution.
So as Michael indicated, this vision part is really important because it's our in-house developed vision system, which allows us to scan a large volume. Basically, it means that in this solution, one vision system, or basically one camera, is enough to deliver the perfect solution, which you saw in the slide where I showed you both the Delta robot and the 6 degrees of freedom robot. As Michael said, also a very large depth of field. What is pretty unique also to our solution is that it allows to suppress ambient light. So if the lighting conditions change around the solution, that's no problem at all for our solution. And basically, it's almost completely plug and play. So I'll give now the word back to Michael.
Okay, so if you have this heap of Christmas gifts, you need to singulate them. So how we do it? We use the neural networks to recognize all kinds of stuff. Well, Previously in Photoneo, in past years, we've been using geometric approaches, but now we moved towards AI, which now can recognize different shapes, and what is most important, can generalize very well. So even the envelopes or parcels which we haven't fit into our dataset, the CNN is perfectly able to recognize them. What we also did is we tuned our neural network to be really, really fast, and the whole pipeline is fast enough that the speed of picking or speed of singulation is limited only by speed of the robot. Yeah. What we also are using is the 3D data for to even improve the segmentation basically of each object, and then to precisely localize the objects inside the volume of the robot, and then the robot can come and pick the object. So in our test cases, we got 100 successful recognition with some mechanical issues. So for example, if there are mechanical issues for with the envelopes or parcels, it depends very much on the surface. Some postal companies, they allow even something like textile bags. With vacuum cups, it's not possible to pick them very well, so sometimes they fall off. So that's why I'm putting 5% for the mechanical issues and kind of like material of the parcels. We are also able to kind of measure the packages. So like since we have the 3D sensor, we can say very exactly the size of the package. For like normal sorting, which doesn't require so much precision, we can do that on the fly. So only from the image we already got from the camera. Based on this, we can probably sort the packages in 2 categories, say smaller and bigger, to enable the customer to have different pipelines for processing smaller and bigger packages. We are also able to do some kind of legal for trade measurements, but this require another type of device which already accepts only singulated packages, and this can get, with this you can get in precisions like 1 millimeter. With the on the fly measurement, you can get to precisions maybe around 1 centimeter. What we can also do is to recognize the wrinkles and deformations, since we have all the 3D data. So what we have thought of is also some kind of unwrapping, unfolding the surface for further processing. So this is all possible. I will demonstrate. So if you have an envelope, maybe like this, of course, during the sending and so on, it's folded, it's wrinkled. So what you can do is virtually do the geometric transformation to really make it flat, and to even improve the reliability of the OCR or other processing algorithms to see the text and maybe other features on the package. We can also do barcode sorting, currently based on an external device, but we are working on it's in development to have it implemented also inside the Photoneo device. We have 2 modes of work. So one is intended for like slower processing, where each box is picked, then we realize another scan, and then we pick another box or parcel, or multi-mode, where really we do 1 scan, recognize all pickable packages, and then we pick them all on on the fly, which even increases the processing and the performance numbers. So really in the second case, the processing is limited only by the speed of the robot.
Okay, thanks Michael for the great explanation. So basically Photoneo is your one-stop shop for automation, vision-guided automation with robots in logistics and material handling. As Michael and me explained, we have our products based on superior 3D vision, for which we have won multiple awards. Based on that, we offer products like we just showed you, which are AI and machine learning powered for material handling. As I mentioned at the beginning of the webinar, but maybe I will repeat for some people who were not there completely at the beginning, we use, as you see, we can do also, as you see in the image, DeepAL, randomly stacked depalletization, for which we also have a webinar online. As Michael explained in the previous slides, we can also do moving objects measurement and also recognition, or maybe even some advanced tricks, just like Michael mentioned, as unfolding. And of course, we also have our follower, which is our in-house AMR, which we can also provide to you to help you transport objects on your premises. So we have more than 140 employees in Photoneo globally. I will show you in the next slide where all in the world we are. We provide vision solutions based on AI. We have done that for more than 1,500 solutions worldwide. We have several global patents, not only in the US, in the EU, but also covered in China. And also both in America, in the US and in China, we have won multiple awards for our technology and our products. So as you see on this map of our global presence, we will be more than happy to help you out with any of your needs globally. Our headquarters are in Bratislava, which is right next to Vienna, which is a major airport, so it's very easy to get to us. We also have an office in the technical center in US, in Kentucky, and also an office in China, Shanghai for Asia. And of course, we're not alone in this. We're assisted and helped by a very nice distributor network with more than 45 offices around the world. So it was great having you all from all over the world here in this webinar. So with this, I would like to thank you very much for your attention and hope to talk to you soon in the coming days. Thank you. Bye-bye.